Welcome to the Benny Report. I'm Benny Johnson. Thanks, Obama. We mean that. Unironically, thank you, Barack Obama. You showed us the way. Obama taught us this week that when the authoritarian, tyrannical mob comes to cancel us and that which brings us joy in life, we can collectively tell them to shove it. Former President Obama turned 60 this month. Never one to miss an opportunity to celebrate himself, Obama planned a star-studded rager at his multi-million-dollar Martha's Vineyard mansion, in honor of course, himself. And if Obama likes his birthday rager, he can keep his birthday rager. While the entire panic-stricken healthcare and political establishment shook with fear over the Delta variant, Obama was throwing down. Celebrities, rap artists, NBA stars, failed comedians all poured into the teeny Massachusetts hamlet island, most of them maskless. Even John Kerry roared his private jet into the fragile little vineyard. Obama's party was so important that America's own climate czar pumped tons of CO2 into the atmosphere and probably killed a few endangered seagulls to get there. So while the political elites in Obama's own party demanded the return of masks, social distancing, Obama was inside a packed resort, dancing, maskless. While the Biden administration was threatening more lockdowns, Obama was locking it down on the dance floor with these moves. Look at this man, living his best life. And that Palpatine-like lightning in the room was the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein in attendance. Now, it's hard for our show to compliment Obama. We very much think he wrecked the country. But let's give credit where credit is due. Obama gave all of us freedom-loving Americans the greatest gift we could ever ask for: the Obama card. See, we just want to be able to live by the noble example set forth for us by our 44th president, Barack Obama. And Obama showed us how to live, damn it. No masks, large groups, party, baby, live it up. This is the way. The next time they come to cancel your birthday, anniversary, baptism, church service, school year, Kwanzaa, you just have to show them the Obama card. Boom! Whenever they ask you to wear a mask indoors, show them the Obama card. Obama can do it. When these same people tell you that the CDC says this is a high transmission area, show them this. This is the CDC transmission data for Martha's Vineyard. Obama's home is in a red zone. But the only thing red this weekend was the bloodshot, hungover eyeballs of Oprah Winfrey after having too many fireball shots, also known as a Jen Psaki. Here's how Obama lives. No mask, no problem. So when the stewardess or teacher or Nancy Pelosi demands that you comply, just call them a racist. Because they must be racist if they don't want you to live by Obama's good example. Why do they hate the historic 44th president? Ask them this and show them the Obama card. Remind them that there is no vaccine mandate at Obama's birthday. Racist. If the racist authoritarian masker persists, tell them that you are also following the enlightened footsteps of courageous squad member and Palestinian freedom fighter Rashida Tlaib. Rashida was at a wedding this weekend in the CDC red zone of Detroit. She was ready to party, dancing and taking selfies and having a damn good time. Hey man, sometimes you Gaza live it up. The West Bank is the best bank. Us non-maskers and anti-lockdowners are simply following the example of our second favorite squad member. Because our first favorite squad member, AOC, showed us the way. Here's socialist AOC maskless in a large group this month. She just put the mask on when it was selfie time. So the racist anti-Palestinian maskers also hate socialism too, because they're not following AOC's example. And they must hate Black Lives Matter. They must despise that movement because the brave woman of color who brought us the permanent violence-filled BLM Plaza in our nation's capital, Mayor Muriel Bowser, refuses to wear a mask indoors either. We follow her example. And the example of civil rights icon Maxine Waters, who went maskless indoors in a CDC red zone of Los Angeles this weekend. Los Angeles is on lockdown. Fight the power, Auntie Maxine. Great job. And finally, Joe Biden showed us just this week that we must not social distance, even around children. So creepy. Oof. Pray for that child. So in conclusion, maskers and lockdown advocates are actually the racists anti-Palestinian, anti-socialism, anti-BLM bigots who hate the most popular president of all time. And we now have the Obama card. We're just trying to follow the good examples of Barack Obama, the squad, BLM and Biden. We used to not need the Obama card. We had something called the Constitution. That entitles us to do whatever makes us happy. We are free men and free women. Let's start acting like it. So thanks, Obama. Joining us now is someone who was born and raised in Massachusetts, where Obama's birthday rager took place. Producer of this show, ALX, Alex LaRusso. Alex, how you doing, man?
Great. How are you, Benny?
All right. Hey, look at that flag. Hold on. First off, that might be the only thing not allowed at Obama's party, a Betsy Ross flag. No masks allowed at the party. Don't even have to have the vaccine to go to Obama's party. Is that the case in Massachusetts? In other places that are public?
In Massachusetts, there's actually currently, surprisingly, no mandates. I'm actually surprised our governor hasn't broken to the pressure yet. But there are some places on the Cape, such as P-Town, where there are restrictions. However, the CDC recommends that you mask indoors, and that's their guidance currently, which technically Obama's party, if you want to be technical, wasn't breaking because they built those massive tents, which is technically outdoors. But yeah, I agree with everything you said in your open. We should be following our examples of our ruling class elites. And if those mandates are truly meant to keep us safe, they would be following them themselves. Since they aren't, I believe that there's other motivations at play, such as power and control, rather than our safety. So I think we should start living by their example and partying, like we've been saying all along for the past year.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's amazing how conservatives have become the party of fun. It used to be that you were a free thinker and you were ready to go and you were ready to have fun and you were ready to be culturally relevant if you were on the left. But now it turns out the people that actually want you to go out and rage, want you to go to a concert or a sporting event, all of them are on the right. The right is now the party of fun. The right is now the party of freedom. The right is now the party of anti-authoritarianism. Is Obama going to change his party affiliation?
You might think. My favorite thing that a lot of people actually missed, I think, they called out the hypocrisy of the climate czar taking a private jet to Martha's Vineyard. But a lot of things that people missed is the fact that he wore a mask on his own private jet. However, he forgot to wear his mask, because he was eating apparently on an American Airlines flight in April. And then also just a month ago at Logan Airport in Boston, where mask mandates are still in place, he wore no mask through TSA, a government checkpoint. So honestly, if he thinks those rules are absurd, instead of bearing the face of the Biden administration and parroting the talking points, we should start living by his example.
From our perspective, especially as conservatives, it's kind of like common sense. If you want to have your birthday, you should have your birthday. If you want to celebrate your holiday, you should celebrate your holiday. If you want to celebrate your grandmother's 50th wedding anniversary, you should be allowed to do that. And that hasn't changed for us. It certainly hasn't changed for normal Americans. It's nice that our elites are finally catching on. Thank you, ALX, so much for joining us.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.